Okay guys, so we got this 04 Grand Cherokee. Their complaint is the windows don't work. So none of the windows work. Let's try the mirrors. Mirrors don't seem to work. Let's try the other side, just double check. Nothing happens over there. So the door locks do work. Actually, wait, it doesn't work on this side, but it does work on this side. Let's see if the back windows work, because this window doesn't work either. Let's make sure there's no lock. Whoops. Oh, let's try these back windows. So these don't work. Let's try this side. This side doesn't work. And they said the seat doesn't work. Oh wait, okay, seat does work. I thought he said the seat didn't work. Okay, so seat works. Let's see, do these work? These all work. Blower motor doesn't work. So see, no blower. No matter what we put it on. These all change. So we can change these. Oh, they go down to 55. I think most car stuff is 60. Oh, that didn't sound good. That sounded like blower motor binding up. So we can try that. So nothing works in here. So let's pull up a diagram. Does radio work? Radio works. Okay guys, so I went under window switches in that, and the passenger window switch and right rear door share the same thing. Looks like they all share this. Wherever it goes down to, it says G300 right here. So I don't think it's a G300 because all this other stuff is on here and they all work. So when I came up here, something else that I had noticed, the driver's door has its own ground. Now there could be an issue where if this switch panel on the driver's side loses a ground or a power, it can cause it to think that the windows are disabled all the time, so the other ones won't work because the driver's door one don't work. But let's see, let's go back to blower. The blower motor is on a different ground. Blower motor shares the automatic climate control as G200, which also has other stuff in here that work. So I don't think that our issues are ground. So I also looked at power distribution first, and it says fuse 40 goes to the blower motor and blower motor controller. So now I'm wondering if I should I guess I'll just check power and ground at the blower motor, and we'll see if we have anything there. We might have two different problems. Maybe we can pop this switch out quick and just check, see if we have power and ground at the switch, and just do some quick checks, see what it is in first and narrow it down. I think that's what we're going to do. Okay guys, so here's our blower motor controller right here. You got our red and light green, that's our control. Our dark green is our supply, and our black is our ground. So I'm connected to the ground right now in the door. So let's see, so red should be our power. There we go. So red's our power. Black should be ground, so this won't light. And then if we touch the center one, this should be our control. And our blower motor should turn on. Let's see. Our blower motor turned on. So I don't know why that says red and light green. Because that definitely looks like brown. Unless the harness changes color somewhere. It is a Chrysler. They change colors all the time. So what does that tell you? Tell us. Our power and ground going through our blower motor is good. It's going on high. So this ain't being told to turn on. Let's see. Do our colors change at all on here? Oops. Just wondering if this diagram's even right. It says our controller's red and light green. And it shows our blower motor over here gets our power right from the blower motor control relay. I'm just wondering if something shares something else with this. So guys, I decided to go after the power windows because it's an easier system. It's a lot less stuff involved, and see what we find there. So we got this fuse 12 50 amps, okay? I checked it underneath the hood, looks fine. So when we scroll down, you can see the power goes right into the driver's door module right here. And then we have another power that comes down and goes into the passenger door module. So I'm wondering if the disable, like if a wire's broke and it's disabling all the windows. So I'm going to pull apart the harness in the driver's side and we'll see if we find any broken wires, because every time I have a Jeep with the wiring, with the windows not working, all of them, it ends up being a broken harness in the door. And then what ends up happening is one of the other doors ends up breaking later, and you'll just have one window not working. So I'm gonna quick check that. So guys, look at this. We're in the driver's door. Look at that. And the ground's broke, and I think this might be the main power feed. Now you gotta be careful with these wires, because a lot of wiring diagrams don't show the right wire colors, because Chrysler's doors are a different color. The harnesses in the door are usually a different color than everywhere else. So I'm gonna quick try to fix these, and we'll see if the doors work in the mirrors, because this is probably the main feed and main ground that powers everything. Okay guys, so I got one soldered. Now I gotta tell you a trick to using these, because I use these a lot. So some people will have bad reviews on these, like when you look at some YouTube videos. So the key is you gotta use one of these like torch heat guns. Like right here I have the soldering tip off, and then it works as a heat gun, because it heats it up a lot slower, and then the solder, the cold melt, or the low temperature solder, melts into the wire, and it makes a lot better connection. If you use like a flame, it ends up cooking the outside. So like you'll never see me pretty much ever use a torch on here anymore, because when you use, like I said, when you use the the heat gun, it melts it in and it flows right into there. You can see how it flowed in. I don't know how well it flows through, but you can actually watch it like wick up the wire like solder. And then it also turns this like, I don't know, frosted cream color, whatever you want to call that. It doesn't stay totally transparent. So that's how you know you didn't overheat it. When you overheat it, I think sometimes they stay pretty clear, or it burns up. So guys, I'm going to show you how this flowed in, so you can see the shininess of where it flowed in. So you just keep going around it with the heat gun, and it'll just flow in. So that's all I did. And you melt the ends. I'll have to melt the other end when it cools down. But you can see the solder flowed right in. So now look guys, window goes down, window goes up. I don't know if you guys can see that one. That one just went down. You guys can't see it, but you might be able to see this one. There you go, look at that. What about this one? Look at that. Let's try the inside. I don't know if it's locked right now or not. Oh, look at that. Boom. That works. Let's try this one. That one works. Man, we were just knocking it out of the park. Our blower motor don't work, so that's probably a totally separate problem. Look at this one. Boom. Man, this is awesome. And you know what else works? Our mirror works. Let's try our mirror. So I'll press down. Look at that. It went down. It'll go up. You see it on my truck. Left, right. I'm sure the other side works. Just doors open. close this door. Let's see. Oh, yep, it works. I don't know how much you guys are going to be able to see. I'll try to zoom you guys in. Let's see. There you go. You're zoomed in on the mirror. Man, that sucks through the window. Yeah, it works. You guys might not be able to see it, but it works. So now we gotta go out to this blower motor, and I gotta put this boot back on now that it cooled down. But here you guys go. This is what it looks like once it's done. These things are pretty thick, so you don't really have to worry about any wires punching through. So guys, I came down here to check this connector again. So listen to this. So you touch the connector. Watch this. Let's see, focus. Look at that. So where do you think our issue is? Look at that. Just have to tell somebody to come over here. Just hold your finger there when you hit the fan. So I'm gonna disconnect this and we'll check the pins. See if they're all burned up. Hey guys, I think these might be melted together. So you see how it's all brown right near the black? That's not the light. That's all brown right there. I think it might be melted. I can't get it apart. I'm gonna try to pry on it. Oh, and look. There's our motor wires. Oh, I forgot about these, that these were all one. The wires over here. I think this module is actually pretty expensive. So I'll see if I can get this apart. Well, yeah, I think you have to cut the wires for the blower motor. I forget, or maybe this plugs right into the blower motor. It's been a little bit since I did one. Actually, I think it just goes up and around and plugs right into the blower motor. I've seen these melt quite a few times. Okay guys, so there you go. You can see our issue. It melted right there. This is gonna need a new connector. Got a new blower motor resistor. You might be able to get away with new connector, but it might have damaged the resistor in there. I'm gonna see if I can spread the pin out a little bit and see if it'll work, but they're gonna need a new one. So guys, we're back with the Jeep. They have this kit. AutoZone sells this. So it's the CR159, and what it is, it comes with a new blower motor resistor, and then it comes with a new harness to replace the module that's in there. I guess they don't sell the module anymore. Something. Looks like we got some pins here too. I wonder if this is the connections. So it came with some directions. I didn't even read the directions yet, but so you got this harness, which looks like for the blower motor, and this looks like, is there two harnesses here? I guess there's two harnesses. Maybe it depends on the style connector you have. I guess it might depend on the style connector, because that looks like it can go in there. And this one looks like it can go in here. So I'm going to read the directions, see what all is involved, and it comes with a new seal. I guess this is to reduce the size. That's what it looks like. So I'll read the directions and then we'll go from there. Okay guys, so it says right here, this is for 99 through 05 Grand Cherokees with automatic climate control systems. And it says you must use the supplied adapter. And it says right here that the revised module may cause the blower to spin in the opposite direction. This could result in incorrect polarity. Well, it has to be incorrect polarity if it's spinning backwards. To fix the issue, please use the red harness. So the red must be pinned the other way. So isn't that funny? Like, instead of blowing air out all the vents, it'll be like a giant vacuum cleaner. So I'm gonna get this old one out and then we'll work on getting this new one in. Okay guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this harness up here, and then I'll cut the new one like right around here, and then we'll solder them together because we don't need all this extra wire. And I also noticed that these are like spread farther apart, it looks like, than the factory one. This factory one was all close together and looks like smaller pins. So hopefully this will all work out good. I think I did this before. It might have been 2 times. It's a long time ago though that I had to do this. Don't see too many of these Jeeps anymore, especially with the automatic climate control. Actually, this one. Wait, this one doesn't have automatic. Oh wait, yeah, it is auto, because I forgot it's dials, but they're auto. Yeah, so cut these, go from there. Okay guys, so I got the blower motor all soldered up. You can see how the solder actually flowed through them, but we want to make sure, see which wire that we need. So I'm going to turn the blower motor on, and we'll see. We have it on defrost. We'll see where it blows. Oh, look at that. It's blowing out the bottom. Probably sucking in through the dash. Actually, you know what? It's blowing out through the top. Let's put it out the panel. Nope. I think we're going backwards. So I'm going to grab the red wire. I'll put the red wire on and we'll see which way that one goes. I didn't clip them all the way in yet. I just kind of stuck them in there so it'd be easy to pull back out. Okay guys, I think we have a blend door motor issue too, because it's still blowing out right here where my hand's at. But it's blowing out less, and you can actually feel air getting sucked in now. So I think we have 2 problems. Let's turn this off. So I'm going to switch this back. We'll go back to the other one. I even started it up just to make sure it wasn't like another issue. Let me switch this. Guys, I just realized what the issue was. Because I don't have the resistor bolted up in here. So we're going to have a massive air leak. So I'm going to get that bolted up. At least we know it works. That's why I had originally left it down, because I wanted to make sure everything worked before I put it up in. But yeah, I guess small mistake. So let's get this plate bolted in, and then we'll go from there and see if we have it, because it was probably right the first time. And then the blower motor is just a huge hole. And I'm going to also wrap this up with tape now that we know this works. So I'll wrap this up with some tape so that it can't get caught on anything as easily. Okay guys, so it works now. Everything's working. I tucked it up behind the carpet right here because they originally had it going up over top of all the plastic brackets down here and then in between the connectors. And you just can't get there, but we've got a lot of airflow now. So let's go on the front vents. I had it on defrost. Yeah, look at the bag. So yeah, we're good. I guess I'll try to measure the current real quick. I'll see if I can get my amp clamp, and we'll measure it while I'm cleaning up. Okay guys, so I hooked my amp clamp up right here. Got a light. Let's see, I went around the wire right there, going to the blower motor. And this is our current. Zoom out a little bit on this. So there you go, you can see our current is around 19 amps. The spec, I think, was 17 to 21. So I'm happy with that. So now, like if you turn this off, let's see, we'll go completely off. So if you turn this off and we'll turn the blower motor on high, you should see an inrush spike. Oh, I guess it ramps up. So we're not going to see an inrush spike. Let's put it on recirculation. So yeah, 19 to 20 on recirc. 18, like it should drop more. There's less restriction on recirculation. So yeah, confirmed fix guys. Hope you guys like it. See you later.